hii ofisi mshahara ni ngapi. Na sisi kama Wakenya pia tunateseka kwa sababu yeye number one, kama yeye Rigathi Gachagwa, yeye hafai kuwa anaongelea mambo mengine, ni ya kusupport president kwa agenda zile ameweka kama rais. Lakini sasa sisi tukipata rais anaenda hivi, deputy president pia anaenda hivi, naona kwa wale sisi wakulima wadogo inakuwa ngumu, so hatujijui. That's why sisi tumesema leo hii lazima kieleweke, wacha tukuje tuweke kidole wa kuenda aende, kwa sababu yeye anasema mambo ya shares. Mimi kama Clement Soita, mimi Rigathi Gachagwa hajanipea share yangu, so mimi nimekuja hapa, wacha aende, analianga mambo ya shares, mimi ninaweka kidole aende, sina lingine.
All right, thank you very much. Acha tusikie wengine. Karibu ama nitakaribia kwako. Asante sana. Now we are trying as much to engage as many Kenyans as possible as it is their day, so you'll allow us to speak Kiswahili and English, but ni siku yao, so at this point in time utatuambia jina, mbona uko hapa na maoni yako. Karibu.
Kwa majina ni Harrison Gachagwa. Mimi wacha kwanza nitaongea kwa lugha yangu, lugha ya mama. Mimi niko hapa kwa juu ya Rigathi Gachagwa, kwa sababu naweza ile kitu naweza sema, tulichagua ama president wakiwa wawili, twacagũrire andũ a marĩrĩ na no nginya maturutire wĩra, na ũndũ wa mbere kĩrĩa gwĩkĩte Ruto twamune
ndio wengine wasikize ama utatufanyia translation, kwa sababu kama unaweza ongea Kiswahili tuta appreciate. Ama ni aje tuongee tu lugha ya kitaifa kwa ajili ya
mimi ile kitu naweza sema, kwanza majina ni Harrison Gachagwa. Ile kitu mimi naweza sema, mimi nimekuja hapa kusema Rigathi Gachagwa hapa, nakuja kuweka nini yangu, hakuna kwenda home. Kwa sababu kitu cha kwanza nasema Rigathi Gachagwa, ile kitu tulimchagulia ni wachagua wakiwa wote wawili pamoja na rais. Lakini ile kitu tumeona au jamaa tulimchagua akiwa kama rais, hata hakuna ile kazi anafanya. Kila pahali tukiona anaenda anasimama, ile kitu cha kwanza anasema ni ile tu kutenga. Kwa sababu kila tukienda pahali tunaona huyu jamaa ameenda ametenga pesa fulani za kila kitu. Sasa tumeona huyu jamaa kuna kazi anafanya, ile kitu kile kitu iko. Tukasema sisi lazima sasa tukuje tufanye nini? Tuseme Gachagwa lazima afanye kazi, kwa sababu president tukiangalia yeye anapinga Gachagwa kwa sababu ile miradi anatoa haiko, hakuna kitu inaendelea. Kwa sababu kama tuseme sasa, kama tumeona vijana wetu wameuliwa huku JKA, tunaona inauzwa, lakini sasa kuliko washughulike na ile maneno, tumeona president kazi yake sasa wanakuja kufanya nini? Kuimpeach huyu jamaa. Kwa hivyo sisi tukaona lazima tukuje hapa tuseme Gachagwa endelee na nini? Aendelee na kazi.
Asante sana kwa maoni yako. That's just a different opinion besides the ones we have heard. Some saying that they will impeach him, and of course other Kenyans are saying they're here to actually disapprove of that motion for impeachment. Let's see another opinion here. Habari na umefika, usijali, hai tutawezana tu. Jina na maoni yako. No, I'll hold it for you.
Okay, so yes. Thank you. Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Aktelik and I'm a law student from Uma University. I took this chance to come to Bomas so that I can witness this process. It's very critical and you must understand what is public participation. That's in the first place. You know, this is a constitutional matter. This is a matter that needs critical concern. And in my view, I think when Ruto goes home, when Rigathi Gachagwa goes home, Ruto must go as well, because they were elected on a one ticket. I think Ruto has something that, Gachagwa has something that is keeping. And Ruto thinks maybe this guy may disclose this secret. That's why they want to get rid of him. And I want to assure the President of the Republic of Kenya, if Ruto goes home, if Rigathi Gachagwa goes home, he's on 9 next. We as Gen Zs, we shall make sure that Ruto goes home as well. Thank you so much.
I don't want to let you go before you tell me on what grounds do you think Ruto should go home as well as Gachagwa, because this is public participation. So on what grounds do you think that both Ruto and Gachagwa should go home? What is your reasoning behind it?
You know, Ruto has been a promising man. Yes, he always promises. That's good. That's what he's good at. He keeps on promising day by day. He never delivers what he promises. So, like, we as the public, we lack confidence in him because he keeps on promising, but he never fulfills. You know, in fact, when you look at the corruption state in Kenya, it has increased from, I think, 0.5% to around 19%. This is a very critical issue that needs concern. Instead of focusing on corruption, it's focusing on impeaching the deputy president. What does that mean to the Kenyans? Kenyans need service delivery. Kenyans need food at their table. Kenya needs the cost of living to go low, and that's what we need. That's what we need, and we need also the university funding model to be revisited. This funding model is so abnormal that we cannot tolerate it. And let me assure him, we are coming for him, and if Rigathi goes home, he also goes home. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. I I will engage him and then him next. Tafadhali usiende mbali. Please tell us your name and thank you for making your way here. Kwa lugha ya Kiswahili ama English yenye utaamua tu karibia. Na kuja next.
Yeah, kwa majina naitwa Simon Mwaniki. La msingi mwanzo chenye kimenileta hapa ni kudefend Gachagwa. Juu what he has been accused of mostly tunasikia is a tribal man. Okay? A person who is tribal here mostly it is Ruto. Because when you look at all the parastatals in Kenya, I can bet you kama kuna parastatal yenye kiongozi wake si mkale, I think I can bet I have some cash kama tunaweza angalia. All of them they are Kalenjins. So issues of impeaching Gachagwa on the basis of tribal, it's wrong. So if it is issues of being impeached, both of them should go home. All of them. We have a fresh government. That's all what I can say.
All right.
Yeah.
So, according to him, he is saying he's here in support that the deputy president should stay in office. Really divergent opinions here, different people just sharing their opinions, some for the impeachment, some not for the impeachment. In fact, they're having some thoughts that if deputy president is impeached, then President Ruto is in line. Then I'm informed now that we have voices in Nakuru, and we want to cross over to Nakuru, and then we'll come back to
75 days since the last day of last season. We are ready to do it all again.
Phil Foden is having the season of his life. Brilliant! Just brilliant! That is quite something!
Dial *423#. Get DSTV Compact for 3,700 Kenya shillings and connect to all the football you want on DSTV.
This is a parliamentary session. It's parliamentary proceeding. So this is being organized by the secretariat headed by Wananjoroge, who is the clerk of the National Assembly. And that is why he has brought all his staff here to assist you. Number 3. Sasa tuingie kwa agenda. Tuingie kwa agenda. Haya. Agenda ambayo imekuja hapa. Let me read it in English kidogo kwa sababu sisi ni wasomi kidogo. In the matter of the consideration of the special motion for the proposed removal from office by impeachment of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. That is the agenda. Only one agenda. Only one agenda. And this is open public participation forum in the constituencies. But we have come together so that our voices can also be heard verbatim. The way we are going to do it is this way. These members of parliament you are seeing here, wamekuja hapa, lakini watakaa kimya. We don't have an opinion on this matter. Whether it is right or wrong, we don't know. We will be dealing with it perpendicularly when it comes to the floor of the House. But for now, nyinyi ndio wenyewe. Kwa sababu tunataka tusikie nyinyi wananchi mnasema namna gani. An advertisement was made by the clerk of the National Assembly, ambayo nyinyi wote umeona kwa magazeti, kwa matandao, na in all the medias. Hapo ndio ulikuwa ungesoma hiyo maneno. Umekuja hapa kwa sababu umesoma. Huwezi kuja hapa kabla hujasoma. So umesoma, umekuja hapa peke yako. You have come here voluntarily for free will so that you can express yourself as you wish. Wale wote ambayo watazungumuza, anything you say, you will be fully protected. Everything you say will be good. Nobody will say somebody is in opposition or somebody is in proposition. Just talk about your matter and everything, everybody will be right. Kila mtu wako sawa, si ndio? Ya mwisho, let us respect each other. Let us respect each other, every view, every comment, whichever way somebody says it. Hata kama unateleza kidogo, we will respect you. In this meeting, kuna wamama. Sauti ya wamama nisikie. Wamama nisikie. Wazee je, kuna wazee? Wazee he? Vijana, vijana hoi! Vijana hoi! Warembo hai! Warembo hai! And in this meeting, there are also special people, persons living with disability. There are also people in different forums. Religious leaders are here. All of us in Nairobi, we will respect what you have to say. Tunakubaliana? Hiyo ni mzuri ama ni mbaya? Hizo maneno yote nimesema, ni mzuri ama ni mbaya? Haya. Now we want to begin. We have up to 5 p.m. If you divide 5 p.m. by the time we are beginning, unaona ya kwamba it is around 9:30. If you take that time, it's around 4-5 hours. So we are 17 constituencies. Wale wasomi, if we get 3 people from a constituency speaking for 5 minutes, 5 times 3 times 17. Hesabu hiyo, wale watu wa university wako wapi? Give me the answer. 150 ngapi? Ero. Hiyo. It means that we will be here for 4 hours just to listen to 3 people from every constituency talking for 5 minutes. What it will mean is that if you get an opportunity to speak, go to the point. 5 minutes is a very short time. Go to the point and say what you want to say and sit down. 3 people per constituency. Aya. Article 118 ya katiba ambayo mulipitisha inasema ya kwamba bunge inapofanya kazi yake, inapopitisha maswada yoyote, lazima wafanye public participation, lazima wakuje kwa wananchi ndio wajue wananchi wanasema namna gani. Standing orders ya National Assembly, standing order number 67, inasema ya kwamba wajumbe wanapopitisha maneno kwa National Assembly lazima wafanye public participation. Hivyo ndio kwa sababu mmekuja hapa tusikie maneno ambayo zimekuwa hapa. Now I know that some of you have downloaded the forms which were given from the office of the clerk. And many of you here have also brought these forms physically. If you don't have this form, we will assist you from the secretariat. The sergeants will serve you. You don't have to come here. Sergeants will be walking on the pew to give you those forms so that you can fill and say exactly what you want to say. And after that, the same sergeants will collect. Hakuna sangwenya hapa, hakuna cartel hapa. Sergeants at arm wako hapa na ndio watatusaidia na maneno yote. Ukiangalia hii form, kuna maneno kama maneno ziko kama 4 hivi, 9 hivi, but I can summarize them in 3 broad areas. Ya kwamba ground 1 of the consideration of the motion for the impeachment of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, one of the allegations is gross violation of the Constitution. One of the allegations is that it is alleged that the Deputy President has significantly undermined the national unity and the peaceful coexistence of Kenya's diverse communities by persistently making inflammatory and insightful utterances, threatening to discriminate, exclude, and unlawfully deny section of the people of Kenya and the region of the Republic of Kenya equal opportunities for public service appointments and allocation of public resources. Tutazungumzia haya maneno. Number 2, again, violation of the Constitution. It is alleged that the Deputy President has made unilateral public statements inconsistent with policy positions collectively adopted by the government and contradicted the President on crucial matters of governance. Utazungumzia haya maneno. The third one, again, violation of the Constitution. It is alleged that the Deputy President interfered with the running of Nairobi City County government by inciting citizens against lawful directives of the county government on the planning and relocation of markets and publicly disparaging the leadership of the county government and its decisions. Hiyo ndio maneno. Ya ingine, again, violation of the Constitution, undermining the institutional and decisional independence of judges. That the Deputy President has undermined institutional and decisional independence of a judge through public attacks on a judge of the High Court. The next one is that the Deputy President has breached the oath of office of allegiance on account of utterances made. Then he has committed crimes. It is alleged, serious reasons to believe that the Deputy President has committed crimes. Number 1, that the Deputy President has committed gross economic crimes, namely conflict of interest, abuse of office, and conspiracy to commit crimes by inexplicably harnessing property estimated at 5.2 billion that is incompatible with this non-legitimate source of income. Haya. Na zingine ziko hapo, Leadership of Integrity Act, and the last one is that he has publicly attacked and undermined the work of national security intelligence, the service of nation. Haya. So these things are there. You have read them. I've just summarized them. So when your time comes to speak, please be relevant. Usiwe unakuja hapa kuanza kutuzungumzia maneno ya kodi, sijui vile uchumi inaendelea. Yes, ni hard, lakini hatutaki kusikia maneno ya uchumi leo hii. Leo hii ni hii maneno ambayo tunataka kusikia. Haya. Mheshimiwa Ladia, kuja hapa usalimie watu wako, and then you return this mic to me so that we can begin. Thank you very much.
Asante sana. Nairobi oye! Nairobi oye! Nataka kushukuru Mungu kwa siku ya leo kwa niaba ya wajumbe wa Nairobi. Nashukuru our National Assembly kwa kutupa nafasi baada ya kupata motion on Tuesday ya kuleta public participation siku ya leo. Nataka kushukuru wananchi wote wa Nairobi kwa sababu Nairobi ndio mji mkuu wa Kenya, na hiyo ndio inatoa
Two of the most decorated clubs in English football. It is always a big deal with these two. And Garnacho! That is of the very high.
Stream all Premier League games wherever you are on Showmax Premier League. Available now on Showmax.
Mwelekeo wa mambo ya siasa na mambo ya nchi vile iko. Jambo kuu leo, hatuko kwa mambo ya siasa, tuko kwa mambo ya motion, na kila mtu anajua nini inaendelea. Na tunataka kusema kwamba wewe ukiwa kiongozi kwa kitengo yoyote, na kuanzia kwa MCA, ujumbe, ukiwa gavana, ukiwa senator, ukiwa women rep, lazima kwanza uheshimu wananchi ambao walikuchagua. Jambo la pili, kuna kitengo cha rais ambaye alichaguliwa na deputy wake, na kila mtu ana haki ya kuzungumza kulingana na ofisi yake, lakini muhimu ni lazima uheshimu mkubwa ambaye ako mbele yako. Kama wewe ni rais na deputy wako anafaa kukuheshimu wewe kama rais, na pia wewe kama rais umheshimu deputy wako. Na hapa tunaona heshima ilipotea, na kwa sababu heshima ilipotea, sisi tunasema kwamba kama wana Nairobi lazima tusikie mwelekeo wenu, tusikie ujumbe wenu. Ni nyinyi mlituchagua mkatutuma kule bungeni ili tuwakilishe, na lazima tusikie sauti yenu. Kwa hivyo sauti yenu ya leo ndio tutabeba, ndio tukifika Tuesday tutafanya vile mmesema. Tunakubaliana hiyo? Kwa hivyo kwa heshima hiyo nataka kuwashukuru wananchi wale wamekuja hapa Bomas, na hayo ndio mambo tutaongea. Kila mtu ana opinion yake na kila mtu atazungumza. Yangu nikizungumza hii ndio opinion yangu. Kwa hivyo mimi kama mjumbe wa Makadara na kwa niaba watu wa Makadara nasema nina support hiyo motion ambayo iko leo. So kama una tofauti na yako basi tutaiheshimu, lakini kwa leo kila mtu aheshimu mwenzake na maono ya mwenzake ipokelewe. Mungu awabariki.
Haya, Makadara hoye! Makadara hoye! Hii ndio Kenya mnaishi. Iko na huru ya kusema. Freedom of speech. Ndio hiyo? But I want to moderate something here. We as members of parliament, and I've said it before and I repeat, we as members of parliament who are here, we have no view on this thing. We have no opinion on this thing. Ni nyinyi wananchi ndio tuko na opinion. Sisi zetu tutaenda kule bungeni ndio utaona vile tutadeal na hii maneno perpendicularly. So that, of course, that is his freedom of speech. Unakuja hapa unasema maneno yako, lakini wewe kama mwananchi unajua kile unachukua nyumbani na kile unawacha hapa, si ndio hiyo? That is the freedom of speech, the democracy that we live. You know what to take home and what to leave here, because you are not a baby, you are an adult. Na wewe umesoma katiba, wewe ndio ulipitisha katiba. Haya. Urero. Urero. Kibra hoye! Kibra hoye!
Wananchi wenzangu, habari zenu? Leo tumekuja hapa kama watu wa Nairobi. Umesikia CJ ameongea. Huyo ndio CJ peke yake ameapishwa mtu na People's Chief Justice. Na amewaambia sisi kama wabunge leo, sisi tumekuja kujionea, tumekuja hapa tuone maoni ya wananchi iko namna gani. Hii mambo ni ya kipekee karibu dunia nzima, na ndiyo maana tumehakikisha kwamba wananchi leo waseme maoni, waandike. Sisi tutaangalia vile mnafanya. We will not influence the thinking and thoughts of Kenyans. Nyinyi ndio mtatuambia mnataka hivi, na sisi tutafanya vile mnataka. Na hapa kila mtu amejileta kwa sababu hii mambo ni mambo magumu. Na sitaki kuongea mengi sana, but all Kenyans today, all constituencies today, we have gathered to make Kenyans, this is a moment of truth. Na sisi ikifika Tuesday ndio tutaongea kule bungweni. Leo ni siku yenu, tuko na nyinyi mpaka jioni na tuseme vile mnataka. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
Thank you very much. All right, now we begin. Mr. Ngapi? All right. Now we begin. Aya, relax, wewe relax. Wewe wa dictator, wewe relax. Aya. Sergeant Atam akona kengele. Yeye ndio timekeeper wa leo. Sergeant Atam. Hiyo kengele ikilia, wewe unakata speech yako hapo. Tuanze na wapi? 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 Aya, tunaanza na Westlands. Tunaanza na Westlands. Pale wako wabwenyenye. Westlands, hands up. Okay, Westlands, can you take the mic there? Can the sergeant serve us with a mic? Let the mic go directly in front of me. You say your name, you say your constituency, right? And then now you say for 5 minutes. It was Mzee katikati, sindio? Can I see your hand? Yes. Can you stand up? Stand up. Give him the mic. Sergeant, give him the mic. The gentleman in front of me. The gentleman in front of me. I have my...
Of if anymore, it's a matter of when. Yes, let's start from there.
For me, it appears that he actually cooked his own goose by what he has done. And outside the accusations as are covered by Chris Tairu,
Yeah.
I'm not sure following the path of the properties he has acquired would make a lot of sense. Because last evening he defended himself. He said some are actually leases. It's not an outright purchase. And then maybe some of the properties could be maybe inherited from his late brother. And some of the properties are in fact owned by his children. However, again, that brings into question the importance of wealth declaration. So maybe what we need to establish is when he became the deputy president, we should be given the value of his assets and the value of his assets today. And then he should be able to demonstrate how he has grown his wealth over the last 2 years for those allegations to stand. But I think the broader picture is, it seems to me that DP Gachagwa did not socialize with Article 147, which describes who a vice president is. Because, a deputy president. A deputy president is supposed to be the principal assistant to the president, and you're supposed to give the president solid and wise counsel. That is your responsibility. But his behavior over the last 2 years, one cannot fail to form the impression that he actually believed he was a co-president. And you remember he spoke about shareholding. So he believed he had a 50% shareholding, while President Ruto had 50% shareholding, and he considered himself a co-president. And the moment you do that, then things start going south. Number two, he lacked strategic political patience, and that is something anybody who wants to succeed as a vice president or a deputy must have. And we can go to the US and pick some examples. For instance, when there was the most consequential presidential debate in the US, and Joe Biden is said to have done a horrible job. At some stage he was incorrect. There was a vice president called Atiku Abubakar during the time of President Obasanjo. Atiku Abubakar behaved in a manner similar to DP Gachagwa. And President Obasanjo said, you want to become president, it's going to be a challenge for you. Now, Atiku Abubakar has been running for Nigeria's president for 7 terms because he did not have that strategic political patience. But one would argue that President Ruto did the same thing. But you recall President Ruto faced similar tribulations, but he remained loyal for 9 years. It's only on the 10th year that he actually came out when he started campaigning for the presidency.
Was it the 10th year?
I mean,
earlier?
Yeah, when he declared that he's now running for president, you remember that is when the Tanga debate came up, and he said, I'm embracing Tanga. But even when the president said Tanga in a derogatory way, for the deputy president, then Ruto, he said, I'm actually moving from point A to point B, trying to establish all the mandeleos that we are doing. So, and also you remember that one of the principal responsibilities of a deputy president is to highlight and defend government policies. The deputy president has not been highlighting government policies, and the deputy president has not been defending government policies. In fact, he contradicts the cabinet position. He contradicts the president at every turn. But in my view, the elephant in the room, and that is something, as far as I'm concerned, is very critical. When you are elected, or rather, when you are the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, you can no longer wear your tribal colors. But as soon as he became the deputy president, he still retained his tribal colors. So now we have somebody who occupies a leadership position, national leadership